So, Street Fighter 6. Man, this was a long time coming for this game, and some of the modes I was absolutely surprised by, specifically World Tour, and that's what I'm going to be talking about today. Just some of my initial impressions and thoughts, because when I first kind of heard about it and saw it, I'm like, oh, this is going to be one of those throwaway modes in a game, and nobody's really going to care. But once it was finally released and we kind of saw the absolute scope of this, I was really shocked, but in a good way. I mean, in a lot of ways, this is probably going to be one of the best fan service type gameplay elements that you can give for somebody who loves Street Fighter, but who also just in general loves video games and RPGs and this whole open world thing. And the thing is, just my initial time with this, I really feel that the team at Capcom really put a lot of love into this. And even though I wouldn't say it's the best thing out there, for what it is, and the fact that they provided this with Street Fighter 6, this in itself could be its own game. And more than likely, there's going to be more updates in the future. So some of the things that I did like right away is the whole fan service element, because whenever you start the game, you know, you go through this training ground, but then once you get out into Metro City, which is from Final Fight, and you see a statue of Hager, well, the fan service has begun. And then as you're going around the city, you know, getting trained, learning different moves, learning from these masters, all of these characters are characters that if you are a fan of Street Fighter, especially for a long time, a lot of these should be really noticeable to you. And then as you are going throughout this city, going throughout these games, there's so much of these little nuggets, things in the backgrounds, characters, elements. All of it is from the whole Street Fighter, but also Capcom world. And I really do love that. And then when it comes to the actual play mechanics, you know, what is this really about? Well, besides the fact that if you are somebody who plays something like Yakuza, it would be very familiar to that. But it is different because here you're actually building up your fighting skills so then you could be a better Street Fighter. And that's something that's really cool that they're doing this. It's ingenious, even though it is initially an open world RPG type game. In reality, it's also a training game for you to go play the one-on-ones, you know, the actual Street Fighter game that we all know and love. And that's really cool because it allows people who are beginners to really build up their Street Fighter skills and just get better and better. And the whole game itself, especially if you get deep into the character creation stuff, it gets really ridiculous, and I really did enjoy it. You know, most of the times I don't spend too much time in these character development stuff, but in this case they just give you so many options, and still all in this whole Street Fighter world. It is just really cool. And graphically itself, even though it is not as graphically as high quality as the main fighting game, it is still really great looking. And once again, I do love all the little details that they put into this. And I'm really curious and excited to see what other downloadable features or updates that they make to the World Tour, because I kind of feel that just the World Tour game in and of itself, like I said, it could be its own game. And who knows, if it's really popular and it continues to have gamers play this, then it might become its own game. And I definitely don't mind that at all, especially if they could expand and improve upon that. And then those other modes that they have, the battleground or battle hub, and obviously the main fighting games, it's just so awesome that they're able to put all of this into one awesome package. And right now I am thoroughly impressed with everything that Street Fighter 6 has to offer. And once again, World Tour is a really awesome surprise. So if you actually had any thoughts on this, be sure to leave in the comments area below, and I'll see you on another video. For serious YouTubers, check out TubeBuddy, the premier tool news at geekoutdoors.com. Get more done today by checking out the affiliate link in the description area below.